Mhm. Mhm. There's also another bot you can add to Discord that automatically announces whenever you go live on Twitch. Uh,
And now we're over to the main overlay. Yippee! with the new little guy. Do you want to talk real quick to see if your audio comes through, Will?
Hello?
Oh yeah, it's picking up fine over here. Okay. Then that's the mic on. We're good to go.
Cool.
All right. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Yes, we are doodling today. Doodle suggestions in the chat. Drop them if you got them, and we'll see what we can create. Oh, hello, Cody. Thank you for stopping in as well. I appreciate you, and thank you for the follow earlier. Very much appreciated. Pushes us one step closer to finalizing affiliate. As you can see, we're doing a doodle day. So, if you got doodle ideas, feel free to drop them in the chat. Now, I will say we are an 18 plus stream, but we're trying to keep it at least a little tame. So, nothing too crazy. You heard? I also hope everybody that's listening is enjoying the non-copyright music we got going on today. Alright, that's definitely a challenge. Frog made out of an orange. I love little art challenges like that. Alright, so Cap definitely can do. Fun fact, for those that don't know, I very much enjoy frogs. I love me little guys. Oh, now should I go super cute with this, or should I go like realistic? All right. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. First challenge, first little doodle idea. We're drawing a frog made out of an orange. Oh, you know what, Dan? That is actually, that might work. Maybe we can implement like the Jello sort of theme to it to kind of help it out a little bit. Oh, I know exactly which frogs you're talking about, Cody. Well, let's start with the first step here. Anytime you're doing any sort of art challenge, you kind of gotta break it down. So we'll draw basic frog. Start with basic frog shape. This is a really bad basic frog shape. Oh, I got big old eyes. Little mouth. Then we got a slice of orange. Pretty standard sort of stuff here. Got a little freckles. Now it's just how do we merge the two ideas together. I think I'm just gonna go with my heart and do my kind of style of frog, which I tend to draw on the animals, at least I tend to draw on the pretty realistic side of things. So now I'm gonna, so let's see. When you think of a frog, we got a little weird sort of bean shape. Then we get the back legs. And then their front legs kind of got an elbow there, attached under the mouth bit here. And they got some big toes. And then again, they got those big ol' eyes. What are you thinking over there, my special guest?
What am I thinking?
Yeah, what do you think? What's a good idea to mix a frog with an orange? Also, hi everybody, I stopping in on TikTok. We are live on Twitch as well if you wanted to join there. Appreciate you coming in.
It's made of an orange.
Made of an orange, yeah.
Then I think it should be like a completely spherical frog with a tiny face in the middle of it.
Like that?
Yes, exactly like that.
All right.
And yeah, it needs like the little stem coming out of it, but it's like
A little frog for
it's like a little hat.
Okay. So we'll do a little bit more sketchy this time. So we got a round body. And then tiny face.
I think the face should be like dead center of the sphere.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go dead center of the sphere. And then I do want it to have its weird little frog arms.
But they should be made out of the legs should be made out of orange slices. The little segments of orange.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So like, do the little crescents on the sides. Make some more little weird webbed toes, and these themselves are orange slices.
Yeah.
And then there's the little stem hat. No, Cody. We're not making it an emo frog. We'll take it one step at a time. Maybe if we want to make it edgy later. For now, let's just nail down this little concept here. Now I'm gonna try and draw it again, but kind of neater. I know we like the tiny face in the middle. I kind of want to give it the big ol' eyes, though. Maybe push a little bit more of the frog out. Give it a tiny mouth, though. And I'm 100% sold on giving him the tiny little arms on the round and like bulbous body. This feels very correct. Little nubby legs. Also want to give him the toes on there too. Yeah, it gets oranges have little dimples all over the place. Got a tiny stem and then leaf hat. I feel like the mouth needs to be a little bit smaller. You do really tiny mouth.
Needs to be like the smallest little pinned up mouth.
Nah, we're gonna go even for just that. That's the mouth.
Frog.
Oh, if I wanted to, I could take it a step further, add a little bit more detail, make it kind of look like it's sliced open, and instead of doing the orange slice on the legs, what if we put the orange slice on the belly, and then it looks like it has a little belly button. Yeah, I'm liking this one. This one is the one. So let's perfect it now. I'm gonna flatten the butt just a tiny bit. And then we'll definitely go with the middle part. That way it looks a little bit more, pushing the frog element through a little bit more, because once we color this, it's definitely going to look very much more orange than frog. Yeah, no, this is the ticket. All right, let's not make it disappear, but let's minimize the opacity. I'll change over to my line art brush. Create a new layer. Hi, Neon. Welcome in, welcome in. We're having a doodle day. So I hope you're ready to see some silly art suggestions. If you have any silly art suggestions that you'd like to include, please drop them in the chat and we'll see what we can work with. Right now, current concept that we're working on is Cody's suggestion of a frog that is made out of an orange. Did a couple of passes at sketches first, and now we're kind of just getting some line work down. If you see me not paying attention to my line work, that is because I do that often. Don't judge me. It's just how my brain works. I'm just gonna duplicate the arm, because why not? We'll make it easier on ourselves. That way it looks a bit more symmetrical. Hi, hero. And yes, this frog definitely is a squeaker. 100% just squeak. I don't know what... There is a frog out there that just squeaks. I don't remember what it's called. But... I'm sure you've seen the video on, like, YouTube or TikTok or something where it just goes...
Isn't that like the really round one that looks really angry?
Yes, and it's like super tiny. Also, apologies everyone if you hear some meowing in the background. My manager is here to check up on things. Right, Mr. Manager?
It's not me.
Yeah, no, you're not my manager. Bruce outweighs you on the totem pole for sure. He does accept bribes of snacks, though. I have to wonder if any of my other artist friends out there do that, where they draw, like, a sketch, and when they go to do the line work, they get psychotic and then don't follow, like, half of the line work shit that they put down. Do you ever do that when you're doing line work on your art? Special guest
Me?
you. Yeah, you.
What was the question?
Do you ever do that where you like you do line work, like when you're going to do line art for like pieces you draw? Do you like not follow your sketch in some places, or you like you strictly just reset sketch the same sketch?
I mean, sometimes when my sketch is a little funky, I will kind of just do my own thing over it. Especially when it comes to the hands. If the hands are looking a little That's
Mm.
it gives you like the impression that it's a hand, I guess, and then I'll do like I don't know. I'll try and draw over it to really f finalize. I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah.
No, I get you. I get you. Also, thank you for pointing out the audio hero. Is it better now? I did a little tweaking. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know that. Now back to doodling this absolute chunk of a frog. Right. Gonna make just a little dark outline here. Kind of get the point across that it's his belly. And I'm not gonna do anything like too crazy. I'm gonna just kind of... I say not doing anything too crazy. I'm just gonna kind of paint it into existence. Kind of make the lines a little bit more squiggly, make it seem a bit more organic. And guess what? Maybe I did have a filter on. Did you ever think about that? Maybe I wanted to filter out my voice. Make myself sound more crispy. I'll probably go back over these white lines when I'm done painting in some of the details of this guy. Let's see. Oranges have a bit of a yellowness to them too. Now, let's get fancy with this. Let's switch brushes to like my favorite painting brush that I have set up on here. And kind of let that be our little painterly effect here. That way when we layer up the color it looks a bit better and then it kind of fades out.
You ever just open up your program, stare at the canvas for like 3 years, and then close it again?
Absolutely. All the time. Every day. It's not even a joke. It is a daily occurrence that I do that. Because sometimes you get the urge to draw, but then you get into that paralysis of, okay, I want to draw, but what the fuck do I want to draw? And then you scroll on Pinterest for like 3 hours to try and find some sort of inspiration, and the next thing you know, you haven't done any art at all. And you're bringing it up because you have done this very recently.
I'd say somewhat recently.
Yesterday.
Maybe within the past 10 minutes.
Facts. Felt. We're gonna make this guy's belly area look a little juicy. And some more orange details. This is gonna make me want an orange, but those who know I can't eat citrus. And that makes me really sad. I long for the day that I can have a glass of orange juice again. No, Neon, I can't. It's the worst. So, alright. To explain, what kind of happened is what my doctor said, it's some nerve damage on my taste buds from the last time I contracted COVID. Whenever I eat anything that's heavy in citrus, and this is not just like oranges, it can be lemons, limes, grapefruit, I get a really bad sensation in my mouth. We're almost like an allergic reaction. It's kind of tingly. But it doesn't like make me sick like an allergic reaction. It just tastes awful. So I get like the little tingle sensation, and then my mouth tastes like I'm literally just eating rot. Like it tastes like rot. And I cry all the time. Every couple of months I try and have orange juice again just to see if it, got better and fixed itself, but no. So far I'm still suffering. No tiki drinks for me. I am stuck in bland land. Though I can still have a nice pina colada if I want. Though where I'm at, I don't know of anywhere to get a good pina colada. So I'll have to find that. I will say it's weird. I can have artificial orange flavoring. So like stuff from like soda or like really fruit juices. I can have those because it's fake orange flavoring, not real orange. Yeah, Cody, you're gonna get me a good pina colada. Right, now that I got that orange detailed, I'll color back in the little hands. That way he looks like he's holding his big juicy belly. You know we're trying to come over for Christmas. You know the plans are set in motion. We're working on it. Oh, also everybody that's watching, what do you think of the new model? Isn't she cute? I put so much effort into making her so much more lively and giving her so much more bounce. Just a second. I'm finding out from the Tic Tacs that we lost music audio on the Tic Tacs, so we're gonna fix that real quick. There we go. That's all better. You hear that, Matt? Apparently we're gonna be treated to some proper southern biscuits and gravy. Apparently the ones...
Yeah.
Apparently the ones I make are fake because I'm not originally from the South.
Aha, ha ha ha. I have done a thing.
You have done a thing.
Yes.
What have you done?
As a mod, I have done a thing in the server, in the Discord.
Oh yeah, that's right. Watchers on Twitch and TikTok. If you want to get updates on everything and, you know, see behind the scenes stuff, maybe early projects, have your opinions on ideas or games that we're gonna play, you can follow in the Discord server, get yourself verified, and you can be a part of the community there. So, speaking of what have you done? Enlighten me.
If you would take a look in the announcements channel.
Oh, did you get the thingy going?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Yippee.
Currently the bot doesn't have one for TikTok. But we got the Twitch going. The Twitch notifications.
I mean, if I manually have to share the TikTok live for a little bit, it's not the worst thing in the world. Speaking of which, bam. Also, I'm so glad that you think the model is cute, Neon. I really wanted it to kind of look more like me. At least on that express side of things. My hair has gotten a lot longer. It's very more closely related to how I look and dress. The defrog is you. Last I checked, I don't remember you having a giant orange slice in your belly. Gotta color the stem. And then we'll give it nice pink cheeks. We'll even add a little shading to it by doing a clipping mask with some multiply layers. Ooh, trick for everybody who's watching right now. I like to cheat with my rendering sometimes, and I will use the lasso tool to segment off sections, and then I'll go in with a really fat fucking airbrush just to kind of quick shade that segment, because it creates not only like a smooth transition for the shading, you can kind of keep it separate from other spots. So like I just did the bottom of the belly there. We'll get the toesies. Welcome in, Pistachio. Thank you for the first time chat. Yes, frog. Forg.
Rolgi.
As it says, we are doing doodle suggestions today. So if you got a suggestion for a doodle, feel free to drop it in the chat. Right now we're working on this wonderful little frog. Orange frog. No, we're not going to give the frog too deep of bags under the eyes. It doesn't look like me for real.
Hey, 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 hey. That's Mr. Hussy to you.
He's my special guest for the day. Because I'm clingy and wanted him here. Just because Pookie's around doesn't mean we cancel stream. Why are we gonna make him cry an orange juice drop? He's supposed to be a happy frog, not a sad one.
Happy tears. He sprouted his first leaf.
I don't know why, but you saying that reminded me of okay, don't come at me. You know it's my favorite Disney movie. There's a scene in Frozen where they're going to see the trolls, the rock trolls. And one of the little rock troll babies is like, I sprouted my first mushroom. And then an older one just goes, I passed a kidney stone. And I don't know why it reminded me of that. Probably because my brain tries to associate everything with the stuff that I like. And Frozen just happens to be one of those things. I'll lower the opacity on this too. Kinda. We'll squish all the layers together and let's see. We're gonna make him cry a happy juice drop. And we'll make it a little bit dark. Actually, we'll make it a little bit more yellow. Orange juice tends to be, at least fresh orange juice tends to be a bit more on the yellower side of things. At least what I remember of fresh orange juice. Once again, R.I.P. Never forget.
Yeah, you remember orange juice?
Me and my old lady era. I remember. Well, hello, Journey. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for the first time chat. How we doing today? Yes, I know I've painted over this little juice drop tier like 3 times, but I'm gonna do it until I'm happy with it.
Happy like the little happy tear frog.
Yes. Alright, and there we go. There we go. Ladies, gentlemen, and those who identify as other things. We got a happy little frog. Little orange frog. I love him. I think we'll name him Jeremy. No, I have too many things named Jeremy. What should we name this little guy? if you want this little frog picture, Cody, I will probably be adding him in the art channel to on my Discord later this afternoon. So feel free to follow on there if you'd like to see all of the pictures we draw today. Right. Mollusk? Why the name Mollusk? Gengi is a little cuter. Either way, he's going off to the side for now so we can make room for the next one. Right, chat, what do you got for me? What next? I'll take a sippy of water. An isopod. I love trying isopods.
Your sippy reminded me of that. I should grab a sippy.
Yeah, hydration check.
Shrimp check.
I'm not shrimping. You have no proof. I didn't just straighten up in my chair and stretch. You have Monster. I have an Alani. And a 48-ounce, chug of water. All the hydration. Oh, speaking of Monster, I thought of you yesterday because I went to Costco to pick up some energy drinks for myself, and I really wanted Costco pizza. And as I was walking through, and when I picked up my case of Alani, right next to it, they had a giant display of cans of Monster. Like a giant variety pack of Monster. Bigger than the variety pack of the Alani. And it had the white Monster in it, and then it had their, guava flavor, and then the basic, black can with the green. It was your house. Oh, and I'm so sorry to hear that you can't, have the Alani due to the sweetener they use. It's actually, believe it or not, it's one of the few sweeteners that doesn't mess with me. Being diabetic, I try and go for the stuff that's zero sugar, and it's one of the ones that is actually good to me. And yes, I did see the case of the Nuka sodas at Costco. They were actually right across from the Alani on the other side. They have all, in my Costco, they had all, the big drink displays in one. And I was so tempted to get it. I just don't
You'll have to...
Oh, go ahead.
You'll have to get them and save the caps.
Oh yeah, always save your caps. But part of the reason I didn't get it is because I do not like the, it's like a sour blue raspberry for the Quantum Cola. Not that I like sour things, but something about it is just a bit too sour for my liking. Maybe it's just that I don't like sour drinks. But the newer Sunset Sarsaparilla is delicious. Yeah, I did see that on the case. I'm very tempted to go back and get some while they still had. They had plenty there. It is isopod hours. See, I like drawing isopods. I already got one. I love drawing insects. Um. So, back to the Nuka sodas though. Oh, hello, Fluke. Thank you for stopping in and the first time chat. Yes, we're currently doodling some isopods. Thanks to our doodle suggestion from Pistachio. I'm trying to think of how to mix an isopod with a fruit, though. If we want to stick on the fruit theme. I can't think of what it would merge with.
Raspberries.
We already did orange. Though I do think like a citrus or something would be like a really good way to do it. So you can get the little antenna, the big old eyes, all the little leggies. And then the body segments can be like the fruit segments. Limes is a good one. We could stick with the citrus theme. I do actually really like that. The doodle right here, it came out so cute. Alright. Let's try and let's do another cleaner sketch. Get a little antenna going. You guys bringing out all the citrus reference? You're gonna make me sad today. Because, like, it's bad. I can't even eat lemon meringue pie. And I don't know how many of you have had lemon meringue pie. But it's my favorite, like, citrus pie. And because of my citrus intolerance, I can't have it no more. Silly Pistachio. Garlic isn't a fruit. I do agree though. Garlic isopod might be adorable. Hold on. How do we draw? Because technically we could turn this into like a little, it could be like the garlic wedge that comes out when you naturally peel the garlic.
Would it be a single wedge or would it be the entire bulb?
See, I feel like the only thing that we could draw like a bulb of garlic with, if it's a bulba garlic, get it for Bulbasaur. I think I'm funny. Also, yes, I just banged out that doodle of Bulbasaur in like
Um,
10 seconds flat.
it's like if a Cody is right. Like if you like several of one type of animal is like called a herd or a murder of crows. A bunch of these little isopods is called a bulb.
That is actually a really cute idea. Okay. I'm gonna make. Also, I gotta apologize for like rotating the canvas. I do it. It's not going away. It's not gonna stop. So get used to it. Um. Ah, yes. You remember my strawberry Bulbasaurs? I'm still so proud of that piece. I have one of them hung up in my office space. I would love to get those stickers back out, like for sale again. I sold out of those things so many times. Drawing another little isopod. Yeah, if things keep going well, I'll get my store back opened and I'll start reselling a lot of those stickers because I have the strawberry Bulbasaur, I have the lavender Lapras. Not to mention, hold on, I'll give you guys a peek behind the curtain. I've been working on getting new stickers done, and I have this little secret layer right here that has a bunch of sticker designs that I've been working on behind the scenes. So, we got the I Heart You with the anatomically correct heart. One of my favorite things that I've drawn recently. The cat with the tentacles. I've had that kind of in the works for a hot minute now. It's been in one of my sketchbooks for like 3 years. I finally put it into like digital formatting. And then I'm working on getting this bird done. It's supposed to be a cardinal. Very kind of going for like a winterish theme, but trying to see if I can maybe make it more universally themed so it's not just like winterish. Cat Thulu. Meow. That is absolutely correct. It is Cat Thulu. Also, not me just realizing that I've been sketching on the same layer as the finished piece this whole time. So we're just gonna move that to its own layer. For my friends watching over on TikTok, like I mentioned before, we are live on the Twitch as well, the purple app, as TikTok likes us to call it, where the chat's a little bit more active. You can also join the Discord server for more chatting and good times. Alright, I'm trying to think of how these little isopod guys would work with like a whole bulb. of garlic because technically, I think I'm overthinking it, but technically, a bulb of garlic is just all of the cloves. And it's inside of like a little husk of skin. So like maybe the husk of skin is like their egg sac. And then when they are born, they peel out from their little respective spots. If you cut the head of garlic in half, you got the ridges over the top of the isopod. You know what? You ain't wrong.
I will say the colors of the chat, it's very autumnal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it from my perspective, it's all oranges and greens and purples. It feels like a Halloween theme up in here. Which, I mean, it does kind of fit the aesthetics of the chat, so I'm not gonna hate it. I think we're thinking too deep about how the garlic isopods would work. But
They just huddle together to keep warm in the winter.
and then in the spring, they all burst out of their little husk, their little shell. Now I'm just drawing a bulb of garlic. All right, I think I'm done with this isopod garlic idea. I'm gonna workshop it a little bit more. But what else we got, chat? What are we thinking?
Chili bee.
A what?
A chili bee.
Like a chili bee, like a bee that is a chili, or like we're sticking to the food theme.
Yeah. It's a spicy bee.
Are you attacking me with my allergy?
I could have said wasp.
Also, Hero, you know all too well, I draw crabs very regularly, so... No, let's try the chili bee. We'll even sketch it in like a reddish color. Let's see. So we have to imagine if we're drawing a chili. Let's just draw a basic chili pepper. Not anything specific, just standard red chili pepper. Also, you guys must be hungry, and you're gonna make me hungry with all these frickin' food suggestions. So we got a standard chili pepper. And then we got, let's just draw basic bee. That's wings are too small for their body to function. You guys his little legs. I feel like the only way to do it kind of correctly. So let's start with the generalized shape of a chili, but we'll make it a little bit squatter. Feel like the stinger on the bee has to be the stem of the chili. Kind of looking strawberry-ish. Got little wings. Now, does it have a separate head, or does the head kind of remain part of the body? That I don't know. This looks... It looks so stupid. Oh my god. It's so stupid. Okay, lock it in. I'm locking in. Oh boy. I'm trying to fat shape. Okay. Maybe it won't look as bad if we try to draw anatomically correct bee wings. I say that and I feel like it immediately looks worse already. Oh my god. Let's try and give it some more nubbier looking legs. We'll give it its little bee stripe. Welcome back, Cody. We're drawing a chili bee. A bee that's a chili. And it's ridiculous. I can't stop laughing at it. Oh my goodness.
It's a spicy bee.
It is a spicy bee, and it's adorable, but like... Okay, but now this begs the question. Is the body red like a chili? You
Yes.
got little wings. That means it's got a green butt. You know what, actually, this could kind of work, because for those of you who don't know or don't practice gardening, peppers tend to be like on the yellower side when they're ripening, so you could incorporate some of the yellow from the bee into the body. Let's kind of make a transition.
A jalapeno.
Stop! Stop it! I think we need to get off the subject of mixing animals and food. Sometimes the dad jokes hit. Sometimes the the dad jokes shit.
All right.
What, do you feel called out? There, I drew the best little guy. It's a fat little round bee. Alright, what else we thinking out there? I'm gonna keep these all to separate layers too, just so I can hold on to them for later. And don't forget TikTok, you're involved too. You can go ahead and drop your doodle suggestions in the chat. I'm watching you too. You need to steal a hard hat and tools. Did you mean
Seal.
seal? I was gonna say, do you mean steal, not seal? And why are we sealing them? What have they done? What crimes have they committed?
It's a workman seal.
I just got the most diabolical. Oh! I get it. I'm stupid. Listen, you come here for watching me do stupid things. I'm not the smartest crayon in the box. Lord knows I'm barely colorful too. Well, hello, Bondaskadad. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the first time chat. We're doing doodle suggestions today, so if you think of anything that you might want to see me doodle, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Oh, you did your shoveling because of all the snow? Well, I'm sorry that you are very gross and sweaty. And thank you for sharing. Hopefully, you can fix that for yourself. Alright, so I feel like with the seal we're gonna have to go like a little cartoony with it. Oh no, were you having trouble with your snowblower? Currently, right now, we are going to be drawing the doodle suggestion from Cody James 74 of a seal with a hard hat and tools. I'm just trying to debate if we're gonna do really cartoony or if we want to go like semi-realistic with it. And I'm thinking we kind of go halfsies. There's the little body. The guy's little front flippers. You want to see every pore on that seal. I don't think we have all the time today to do a fully realistic rendering of it, but
make it a Renaissance painting.
Maybe I should. Maybe that'll be an art print. I'll do a full Renaissance painting of a seal. Yes, I have a British man in the chat with me today while we're streaming. Oh my god, Ginger. Does he seal the windows? You get it? Because windows need sealing and he's a seal. And no, Bones, I did not steal the British man. He is here very willingly on his own behalf. He can tell you himself right now, right? Right? You're here very willingly on your own accord.
Help me, I'm trapped in a dark basement.
Anyway, that's enough of him.
Also, I have been DM'd by Journey for a cowboy bearded dragon.
If she wants to suggest that, she can get into the chat and suggest it herself.
She's not been able to, apparently.
What do you mean?
Can't send messages on the phone for some reason.
You know what? That might be the case. I was watching my friend Mama Kennedy the other day. She is another streamer. If you like Dead by Daylight content that's pretty chill and silly, I play with her and her friends sometimes. So you should go check her out too. I was watching her on my phone and it would not let me send it over on mobile for some reason. Okay. Since that one happens to be a bestie, maybe the next thing we'll draw is a cowboy bearded dragon. Right now I'm trying to figure out how I want this seal's face to work. It looks very derpy, but very cute. And we can't forget he needs tools. So here he can have a hammer. Yes, it's pointed at him. He doesn't know how things work. Oh, the seal needs... He has whiskers. That's close, right? Now my brain is blanking on how you draw a freaking hard hat.
It should have a high visibility jacket and a tool belt as well.
Oh my god, yes. The high vis vest. And then here's a little tool belt. It's gonna have like a measuring tape on it. And then I think, if I remember correctly, a hard hat, it's like a dome, and then it's got a little bit of a lip and kind of a bump in the middle. You're gonna be showing your code workers. Excellent. Maybe while you're at it, you can get them to follow the stream. Let's see. I feel like he's also needs a screwdriver on his belt. I don't know what he's gonna be screw driving. But he needs a little screwdriver.
The journey says she's on her way home, still has another 40 minutes, and snow is rough.
Well, please be safe and take your time. We don't need anybody getting hurt in this icky weather. It's actually, I think I was looking at the weather app this morning. I think it's supposed to snow more here as well, and I kind of hope not, because that would suck butt. Okay. We're gonna clean up this seal a little bit. No, while we're at it, we'll make him a little bit bigger. Let's give this one some color too. I'm very much enjoying this little guy. Making pulled pork sandwiches in the slow cooker for dinner and starting to smell real. Oh, I'm coming over. Hell or high water. Forget the snow outside. I'm coming. I'll be there in approximately an hour. Once stream is over. Oh, know what I should do for these drawing streams? I should figure out how to implement it. There's that, like, add-on that you can do where it has, like, the hand overlay that follows your cursor. So everybody can see where you're, like, putting down lines. Okay, Bones. Thank you for stopping in. See you when you get back. Alright, so if he's wearing... No, I gotta make it more like a neon yellow for the high-vis jacket. then the hard hat is more of like a deeper, sort of moderate yellow. You know what? He gets a little red screwdriver because I say so. What color do we think this seal should be?
Blue.
Is blue?
Blue.
We want blue?
Blue.
You know, I think I read your mind, Ginger, because I immediately went for like a bluish gray. That's almost like too light. There you go, that's a bit better. I gotta sketch on the gray canvas or it hurts my eyes after a while. But sometimes when you sketch on the gray canvas, it's harder to see the cooler gray tones. Oh, it looks like a little blue on the hammer. Let's see. I think, yeah, seals typically have like little freckles too. They got little spots. So let's give our man some spots. And I think they tend to have lighter underbellies. Yeah, look at that guy. He's adorable. He is working hard for those freaking... He gets paid in fish, I imagine.
I was gonna say V-Bucks.
He gets paid in V-Bucks. Fortnite Battle Pass. Can I get paid in V-Bucks? Then I don't have to worry about spending real money on my cosmetics. I'll give him a little bit of shading too. With a high-vis jacket. Actually, will this one look better with an overlay? Yeah, it does. You know, we'll give him some shading with the multiply layer too, like we did with our orange guy. Once again, going in with the airbrush because I can. Have you seen a lot of the discourse online about people trying to be artist gatekeepers and telling like newer artists who are just starting out never use the airbrush? Or is that just my feed? I feel like I see it all the time. And it's like, bitch, I use the airbrush in like every single piece of art I do.
I feel like I've come across it like once or twice. Like, people being like, "No, you can't use this. It's against the rules."
You know, I couldn't agree more with what Ginger said. I feel like it comes from a place of people not knowing how to use the airbrush properly. So they get scared. You know, he kind of needs a little bit darker of a nose. Nope, that's the wrong layer. And to make his whiskers stand out a little bit more, I'll go ahead and make them white whiskers. You know, he'll put him a little shading under his body. Make him seem like he's on a proper little space. And there we go, we got our little construction guy seal. He's so cute. Look at him. Right, let's see. What do we think we should name this guy?
Felix.
Felix?
Felix.
Oh my god, that's so big. Are we spelling Felix in normal? Felix?
Sure.
I also see Scott. Hold on, his name will be... Oh my god. What am I doing? Brain went dead. Felix Scott Handy Seal. I don't like that that's too close. Let's move it over. Felix Scott the Handy Seal. Is handy spelled different? Like handyman?
No, that's... Pretty sure that's how you spell it.
Tiny bit more. There we go. Alright, so we got 2 finished ones so far. We got Felix got the handy seal. Our little orange buddy. I love them both so very much. We got our little isopod. Isopod guys. They're sitting in their own layer for now. Let's minimize Felix. And then I guess I did promise we'd draw a cowboy bearded dragon next, so let's see. Time to struggle. Because of course, Journey has to pick like one of the hardest little lizard creatures to draw. So I'm probably gonna go more chibi side with this one. They got little triangle heads. Their body is literally just a pancake. And you got a little tail. Now, Matt, you said you've had bearded dragons before too, right?
Yes.
I love these little guys.
I had 2. I had one called Toothless and another called Frank.
I've only ever had the one, Mr. Tad Cooper, because I can't not give my animals old man names. Old man names that also happen to be a big social media reference in some way, shape, or form. Because we got Tad Cooper, then there's Bruce Wayne, and now Albert Whisker. Let's see. How do I want to draw this little guy? I know I have to draw a little pancake body.
Give him a gun.
I'm gonna give the bearded dragon a gun. How is he gonna use it? His fingies are too weak. Let's try and break it down to even simpler shapes. So there's the pancake. There's the Dorito head. There's the pointy tail. Their legs are just little sausages. Nah, I'm still not liking it. We might be here for a minute with this one. Okay, 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 okay. Ooh, she got me. She got me good. And she's not even here to answer for her actions. That bitch. Although, if I... You know what? I could be really freaking silly with this. So, not a lot of people know this, but in my spare time, in kind of like my secret little art mind, I have been working on a concept for a webcomic. I think I've mentioned it to you at least once before, special guest met. Oh. Don't die on me.
No idea what just happened there.
Interesting. Either way, back to what I was saying. So, some people know this, some people don't. But I'm working on like a little side project that's a webcomic I've been developing for a few years now. I haven't done much with it. But in that comic, I have a bearded dragon character because everybody in there is like little animal themes. And my bearded dragon does happen to be like sort of an Old West outlaw type character. He's like a bounty hunter. Maybe I can, maybe if I think of drawing that character, I can get, like, at least a style down for a cowboy bearded dragon. Just channel the inspiration from my comic character. Rango's cousin. It ain't Rango's cousin. That bearded dragon was a little, he didn't have all of his thoughts there. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. Hi there, Victor. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing some doodle suggestions today. So this character that I've mentioned, this little bearded dragon outlaw bounty hunter, his name is actually Mr. Cooper, as an homage to my dearly departed bearded dragon. Just kind of as a little way to keep him alive and kicking in my brain. Still not liking the face. I'm struggling so much with the little face. Okay.
Jenny sent me a message saying it's okay if you want to just draw a generic lizard too. Also, she wants you to know that this was a ploy to get you to talk about your little comic.
My little comic that I really don't talk about at all and keep secret, and only a certain few people know that have actually seen some of the work on it. Thanks. Thanks, Journey. You bitch. Don't encourage the behavior, Ginger. No, I don't want to be baited.
I will be right back. I'm going to grab a coffee.
I'll see you in 8 years. Alright, I think because I started drawing the little head in the style of Mr. Cooper, it is actually turning out a little bit better than what I originally anticipated. Inspiration does just kick in, when you pull from things you know. You know what? Just because I'm a little inspired now and I've been successfully baited, we're gonna turn this fully into the little character from my comic. So, let's get a pose worked out for him. Also, hello again, my friends on TikTok. Thank you for stopping in. If you also have doodle suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll put Mr. Cooper, just to kind of keep the theme going. We'll put Mr. Cooper in his hat. That way it meets the challenge too. Cowboy beard dragon. He looks too happy here. I probably shouldn't have erased that first eye. Alright, let's see here. Now he does have a decently long tail. Yeah, let's keep it moved over so we can get his tail into the frame. don't know how, if there is anybody out there, it got me thinking now, that would be interested in hearing more about my little comic that I've been cooking for a hot minute. I don't really talk about it all that much because it's one of those things that kind of just ends up falling to the side often with like other projects and stuff that I'm working on. I do want to try and do something someday, maybe like publish it on like a webcomic website or something. Oddly enough, funny enough, I should say, there are actually some elements from this little web comic that I've started putting together that I have let leak into the D&D campaign that I run. I'm not going to go over any of those details right now because there may be some of my players listening. You know who you are. Yeah, you suck on that. Some of the story elements from my game have moved over into my comic. Or I guess technically, since the comic came first, the story elements from the comic have moved over into the game. Either way you spin it. Alright. Let's get the clothes on this gentleman. Also, I keep forgetting to redraw this eye. There we go. I also don't want to forget all like the little spiky details that he has on his character. He's a pointy man. pointy man, but he does, in fact, wear pants. Don't ask me how I figured out how to draw pants on a lizard, but I did. Took me a lot of brainstorming hours. And a lot of sitting in front of my sketchbook, just absolutely hating everything I put on paper. If I remember correctly, I think in my final design that I did when I was finishing up the concepts for him, I think I kept his pants off and focused on giving him like a shirt, because you know that makes things so much better. But hey, cartoon logic. He does also have a little bandana around his neck. Classic Old West looking guy here. Hello, Journey. I'm glad you made it home safe. Hopefully the drive wasn't too terrible for you with all that snow. And you're here just in time to see me take your suggestion and turn it into a drawing of Mr. Cooper. Good, good. I'm glad that you handled great. Now I need to remember how to draw a teeny tiny gun. I got spurs that go jingle, jangle, jingle. It's an 18 plus stream. I'm allowed to say the G word. Welcome back, Bones. Hope you had a good shower. You shaved your leggies. Are you smooth now? Baby dolphin smooth. Dang, that's smooth. Alright. I think that's as detailed as I want to get with the little pew pew. Thank you. I'm glad you like my little bearded dragon so far. I was actually just kind of yapping to the chat about how when Journey suggested I draw the a bearded dragon cowboy, it made me think of a character from that the web comic that I've kind of been working on behind closed doors for many a moon. And he does have a name. His name is Mr. Cooper. Kind of like a little homage to a pet bearded dragon that I had named Tad Cooper. And he's the closest thing to a bearded dragon cowboy that I could definitely draw. Because he's in the comics lore, he is he's a bounty hunter that's sent after the main party, the main character. But I will not give any more information out about that other than that.
Oh, hello, I return.
Up, he's back. My guest British is back. You missed like the whole doodle.
It's still there. I see it.
I know. I'm not drawing DB Cooper as a bearded dragon. I love the suggestion because that's funny. Or maybe, you know what? The only thing I can think of is, hold on, we're gonna do like the silhouette of a bearded dragon, like that, with a parachute. Don't forget the dollar bills flying around all over the place. We'll give him little goggles. Oh, I could see the since, you know, Cooper is that notorious name, but no, he's named after a pet bearded dragon named Tad Cooper, who I had years back, that sadly passed away before I moved away. But he was like my first ever like pet that was just mine, so he holds a little bit of a special place in my heart. So when I was creating this comic, I made my bearded dragon character after him. So this is Mr. Cooper from my little webcomic that I hope to get out someday maybe, you know, before I turn 40 or die, whichever comes first. And that comic is called The Adventures of Mitz the Kitten. Maybe if enough people start showing interest in me talking more about that little comic, I'll start yapping about it more.
Might also encourage you to start making it.
I have a lot of stuff done for it. I have character design layout sheets for the entire main cast. I have the script and everything written for the first couple of chapters. I really just kind of have to sit down and draw it. It'll get there. It'll come about eventually. And not just sit in my brain, rotting. Especially since you've seen me doodle him a few different times. I love the main character, Mitz. He's such a baby. He's such good baby. What do you think, chat? Do you want to see what the main character, Mitz, the cat, looks like? Mitz the kitten? I'll do a little live drawing of Mitz for the chat. Okay. So Mitz has gone through... He hasn't gone through as many design changes as, say, for example... And yes, I did pull the what do we think chat. Because while I'm here for fun, I'm also here to entertain. So, if y'all don't want to see Mitz, you don't have to see Mitz. But let's draw my boy. We'll keep him on the same canvas as Mr. Cooper. We'll draw him right here. We'll do that way you guys can see the height comparison. Okay, this works. So, as I mentioned, Mitz is a cat. Specifically, a little kitten man. He's got pretty big ears. And like giant yellow eyes. I'm actually probably making him a little too big next to Mr. Cooper, so hold on. Because he is very small. Nose looks a little too rabbit-like for my liking. Now, Mitz is just the main character of the comic. There are about I'd say where it is right now in the story that I've written, there's about 4 main cast members. Mitz being the head of the squad. And the comic follows his little adventures, leaving his hometown for the first time ever on his own. And the best way I can describe where the story goes is that hijinks ensue. Because it's really something I would like people to like discover reading it, than kind of just spouting off about what its deal is. He is a little. His eyes are yellow. He's got yellow eyes. Big old yellow and black eyes. Just gonna move this ear over a tiny bit. Because his head's supposed to be a tiny bit wider. Whoop, messing up. Like I said, there's quite a few main characters in the story that kind of join Mitz along on his adventure. The first and foremost, most prominent one that's introduced early on in the story is a little mouse named Elsa. She is one of my favorite characters to draw from the series, aside from Mitz. And there's a lot in her character design that's kind of reminiscent of all the media and stuff that inspires me. I'm struggling to draw the little cat body. A lot of Mitz's shapes are more rounded. Again, he's a very short little guy. No. We'll draw him waving to everybody. If I can figure out how to draw hands.
The artist's curse.
The artist's curse. We can't draw hands, yeah. Get his little toe beans. Now I'm putting his hand up like this, if I could, again, figure out how to draw his little hand. And it's worse because it's little animal hands. Don't know why, but I feel like little animal hands are always immediately a million times harder to draw. also want to fix his body. I'm not happy with how his body looks yet. We'll go with the simple sort of paw hand. I won't go crazy into detail at the moment. At least not yet, since it's just a sketch. Mitz is also a nickname. I kind of don't want to say what it's a nickname for, because you guys might tell me I'm insane. But no, it's a very long and crazy sounding name. There we go, that's more of his body type. No, it's not Mitten the Kitten. Alright, now that I'm happy with his body, let's draw... So he has
Is it short for Mitsubishi ASX 2.2 diesel?
How did you know? How could you have possibly have guessed that that's what I was going for here? Now, I think I have shown you one drawing of Mitz before. My darling British man. Because...
Yes.
I thought you would very much like his little outfit. Which I'm getting into drawing now. He's got his little cartoony overalls. And then his big old bow tie. Because we love a good bow tie, right?
Yes.
He's got little overalls. Mitterstrone. And that's a good guess, Ginger. It's not Mitchell though. It's actually more, if I remember correctly, when I was looking up the origins of the name, it's another Old English name.
Bye, Ginger.
Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out. Get home safe.
Is MIT short for mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
Damn, that's another good guess. But no.
Damn.
And this is where you guys are gonna say I'm maybe a little bit crazy, or you're gonna be like, what kind of name is that? It's not something that's revealed until later on in the comic, like what his nickname is from, but it's actually Mitchum. And he was named that by his grandpapa. raised him from when he was a little kitten. Mitches be crazy. Stop. No. I can't. I can't forget his little tail. And then there's the important part of his character design that got him his nickname, why he's nicknamed Mitt. Is that his little...
Mitigating circumstances?
Yes. His little... Minestrone, oh my god. I mean, there's some characters in the story that would very much probably like to see this cat turned into soup. But maybe we'll figure that out if I ever get off of my butt and start posting it. And Bones, if I know you, you might like this part. He is a little black cat with white tips on his hands and his toes. And that's why he got the nickname Mitts, because it looks like he has on little mittens. Oh, and the tip of his tail has a little bit of white on it as well.
Secret cannibal.
Secret cannibal! No, you would like that in a story, wouldn't you? Now, let's actually size him down a little bit, because he is a good bit shorter than Mr. Cooper. He also has pink little toe beans. I can't forget his pink little beans. That's too dark. And there we go. We have Mitts. Mitts next to Mr. Cooper. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You would like that part, because I know you got that little kitty. And I know she got them white bits. I'm still not entirely happy with how I drew the paw. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it again. I feel like the digits need to be a little bit longer. There you go, that's better. Yeah, Mitts lives in my head rent-free. I think about him at least 8 times a week. He's probably never going anywhere from my brain unless I finally get him out to the people. Oh, and then just for shits and giggles, just to show the variety of like size that I have in my comic, I'm gonna just squeeze the tiniest little doodle of Elsa in here. So tiny you can't even see all of the details of her clothing. But she's there. There we go. Why is Mitz holding everything back right now? Nah. Mitz and Elsa are best friends. Maybe not at first, but they definitely do turn into best friends. Now, oh, hold on. TikTok's yelling at me because it wants to end my stream. Not enough activity over on TikTok to make TikTok happy. But that's fine. We just have to reset it. Now, if my lovelies don't mind, I am going to BRB super quick. Because your chibi demon needs to use the ladies' room. Now, while I'm gone, I want you guys to think up new ideas, okay? I'm gonna put my BRB. And I will be right back. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I wasn't gone for that long. I just needed to step away for 10 seconds. What are you talking about, time for evil? I'm here. I'm watching you. No nefarious deeds in my chat. Hello, Mocha. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. There are no riots or hijinks. There should be no riots or hijinks. Mod sitting here, did you allow this?
They rioted against me.
What did chat do to overwhelm you?
Dunno.
Don't know. Don't break windows, that gets glass everywhere. And that's not good for nobody. Alright. Now that I am back, though. Oh, Jesus. This is why you don't break windows. Alright. What's next, chat? Throw it at me. What do we want to doodle next? You want me to draw Nora next? I haven't really yapped about my D&D characters on Wendy's. Are you just listing all this food stuff because you're hungry? Did you eat today, Mr. Pistachio? No, I'm not drawing Nora at Wendy's. Okay, maybe I can draw Nora at Wendy's. I just went to doodle mitts again. Okay, if we're drawing Nora at Wendy's, do we draw Nora working at the Wendy's? Or do we draw Nora just eating a fucking Baconator? We draw Nora eating a Baconator. I feel like I have to do this kind of chibi style. I don't know. Well, let's start sketching, and we'll figure it out as we go. No, not the hijinks and riot part. No chaos. Not in this Wendy's. Let's start off at least by drawing my lovely tiefling child. One of many. Let's see. She's gonna be eating a burger. It's gonna be a vague burger shape here, which means her hands will be holding up said burger. All of the anatomy classes in the world could never prepare you for drawing one of your D&D characters going ham on a cheeseburger. My love that doubles as a part-time historian. Do we know when the cheeseburger was first invented? I don't know off the top of my head. Three.
Adding cheese to hamburgers became popular in the 1920s.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Hot Wings has cheeseburgers.
Time to draw Elspeth and Dio getting a cheeseburger.
Oh my god, please draw Elsbeth and Dio getting a cheeseburger together. I would adore that. Dio would like burger. I don't know why I'm having... I just instinctively started drawing Nora, like, hunched over in the goblin stance for some reason with her burger. I think I need to follow through with this energy. You're seeing this, right? Like, I immediately went for, like, the hunched over look.
That's some feral cheeseburger eating.
It's her first time ever having one. Yeah, Journey just said it too. It's her first ever burger. So she's losing her shit. Yeah, we're going with the energy now. Let's draw the teeths. God, she looks crazy. This is horrible. This isn't what my character looks like. I know I have more to do. Real talk, if this were taking place in modern day, Erickson probably would have given Nora an eating disorder. Let's be real, and I know that's bad to say. Trigger warning. But, I'm glad you're liking it so far. I'm not liking it. I need to work on it so much more. No, we do know this about Nora. When she's just around her friends and family, she is a messy eater, so there's gonna be crumbs on her face. There's gotta be. Let me pull up one of, like, the 90s sketches I've done of her to have as, like, a little reference on the side. Pistachio don't even know anything about Erickson, and he's going ham. Get him. Fuck him up. Maybe that can be a future doodle day. Maybe I'll just go through a doodle day where I go crazy and I just fill an entire canvas with all of my D&D characters that I'm either actively playing or recently played. No, is it still not correct?
Just draw all of your D&D characters at various fast food restaurants.
I mean, when we were doing Drop Pile, like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or it was like a week ago, I did draw Dahlia working at a Taco Bell. I'm not drawing Amity buying Wonder Bread. Oh my. Actually, you know what? That might be funny. Just a little fairy holding up a giant loaf of Wonder Bread.
You should draw some of your D&D characters like behind the scenes, getting their makeup done before session starts. You know, in the makeup van, just offset.
Like they're getting ready for their big show.
Yeah. The filming the session, you know?
I know Bones and I have talked about that a few times. Like, it would be interesting and, like, what kind of roles they would play and shit. No, Nibbles cannot transform into a shopping cart. The cat has a mech suit. It's not a freaking transformer.
Maybe some of them are getting their costumes fitted.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, you'll allow it. You want... You're gonna let me turn Nipples into a fucking mecha? A mecha cat?
Maybe they're watching the footage back on the camera from the last take.
You see, I really like the raw emotion you brought into it. Keep it up. Does that mean we would have to draw, like, Shay as the director?
Yeah. Got the director cap and sunglasses on.
With the megaphone?
Yeah.
Quiet on my set! Lie.
Leave him alone, he's an old man.
It always happens specifically when they need him to do, like, the, descriptions of, like, the medical stuff. Oh my god, coolest behind the scenes shots are when they're getting a Harriet in all of her prosthetic makeup for her transformations. Pesto noodles and I was gonna say pesto noodles and Polish sausage. Give me some. Please, thank you. All of this food talk that's been going on today has made me very hungry.
I went to go get food when I made coffee. So.
You're an asshole.
Harriet offset in all her prosthetics, like trying to eat some fucking McDonald's or something.
Yeah, like there's an assistant feeding her French fries through like the mask. That would be so funny.
Trying to hold a milkshake or something.
Holding it with the acrylics.
Yeah.
Like Cynthia Erivo, exactly. I do not know how that woman does what she does with her nails. She frightens me, but in only the best ways. Gotta include Nora's new feather. What? I'm Ariana Grande. No, I can't do the voice anymore. Yeah. Oh, we're at that stage again where I have to figure out how to draw hands. I don't know how to do it. That looks normal enough. Let's see. Can't forget the little scars on her arms and hands. I see you in the chat, Bones. Yeah. No. Stop it. Stop it!
So it sounds like.
It does kind of sound like that. I'm not gonna try and go super crazy with the hands here. Oh, what does a Baconator have on it?
I'm going to assume bacon.
I mean, I would hope so if it's called a Baconator. That is because nothing is cheap anymore, Bones. Everything is so expensive. Oh yeah, Wendy's has square patties, right? They still do that? That's still a thing. Let's see. Do they have seeds on top of their buns? I don't think they have seeds on top of their buns. I'll make it look like it's falling apart slightly. I guess this looks like a cheeseburger. A bacon cheeseburger.
I'm getting very many different results with the Baconator.
You know, we'll draw seeds on it this time, just to make it seem more like a burger. That feels the most correct to me. And there we have it, gang. Nora eating a freaking Baconator from Wendy's. This was totally caught behind the scenes when they were on lunch break. They had to touch up her makeup afterwards because it was that messy. I'll post it in the Spooky Game server, and I'll also post it in my Discord server for the chat. That way, all the little doodles we did today can be shared. Let's see, I don't eat Wendy's frequently enough to remember what their food products look like. Which I suppose is a good thing. But I won't lie, gang. Y'all have made me really fucking hungry today. Like, really freaking hungry. Alrighty. We've done a lot of fun doodles today. I think out of all of them, my favorite so far is Felix Scott, the handy seal. Look at him. He's adorable. He's fixing all of your problems. Hims don't know how to use Hims tools, though. This Nora one is also definitely very cute. No, Pistachio. We established he works in windows. He seals the windows. Also, I wasn't going to color this, but I feel like I kind of need to add some level of detail to this to show that it's a Borgie.
Borgia.
I want a Borgier. I guess I need to add some bacon poking out of the top too. There, now it looks a bit more like a proper Bergier. Don't you dare start saying that Felix Scott, the handy seal, uses massive amounts of caulk. I will have you banned. I will kick you from this chat. Don't disgrace his name. He works hard. Now, what do we think, guys? Anything else that we should will into existence here today? Yogurt. I'm sorry. Let me say it correctly. Yogurt. Did I do that correctly?
Yogurt.
Yogurt. That's correct. Yogurt. It's got the little flappies. The peel back. What now? Now, what do you mean? Like a slime? Like a slime creature made out of yogurt? Gotta keep appealing to my British audience. Yogurt. A slime creature made of yogurt. Now, what extent of slime creature are we talking? Are we talking like an amorphous blob? Are we talking about like I don't know, a slime girl? I've drawn plenty of those before. little yogurt blob. Let's see. Now, when I think of slime, slimes though, I think of Slime Rancher because I absolutely love that game. Now I'm trying to think about what a little yogurt slime would look like. Okay. No, if we're going strawberry yogurt. It's definitely going to be a little pink slime. And I imagine it probably looks like the pink slimes in that game, if I had to educate a guess. So, let's see. Let's get some color down. Well, you know what? Maybe it looks like a little pink slime, but put like a little dollop on its head. Wait, hold on. This is a cute idea. Slime Rancher, hire me. Maybe a little strawberry as well. Just right there. Oh, you know what? That's right, Mocha. It probably would look like Alcremie. I always forget that Pokemon exists until somebody brings it up, and then I remember how much I love that Pokemon. And if it's Slime Rancher style, they have like the tiny little eyeballs. And only the tiny little mouths. And guys, a little Slime Rancher yogurt glob, I guess. Very cute little guy. You should doodle. Doodle time is always fun. Now I'm trying to think about what its little slime crystal would look like. She wouldn't want it to look too much like the pink slimes, or they could get confoozled. So maybe if it has the white accents to it. That would make it look a little bit better. I encourage everyone to doodle. Shared doodle time is always a good time. And I love doodling with my friends. Yeah, strawberry yogurt slime. That's what we got here. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to keep appealing to the British audience. Yogurt.
You darn that there yogurt.
Stop. not the bunny. Anything but the bunny voice. Yogurt. Wait, hold on, let's...
The beans on toast community.
The beans on toast community. Oh my god. You know I love my beans on toast community. How do you feel about that, Mr. Mod?
Being part of the Beans on Toast community?
Yeah.
I mean, Beans on Toast is a heinous crime against all things culinary, but it's still it's still a tasty little comfort food.
How can you say something is a disgrace to the culinary community 1 second, and then the next say that it's a tasty little comfort food?
Well, you know, and like you like something that is like there's certain foods out there. It's like this should not be a thing. This is a crime, but it's still kind of like it's still like a something very easy to make and still tastes good.
Well, don't die now, first off. Secondly, I'll try it eventually.
Yeah, like Mocha said, it's akin to most American food.
I mean, garbage?
Yeah, tasty garbage.
Okay. There is no comfort in biting into a raw potato. Ever. Like, what? Biting into a raw patati. There's something wrong with you. In your head. In your noodle. Shay, Journey, all caps. Wrong!
Wait, Journey, are you out here eating potatoes like an apple?
I know she'll eat onions like an apple.
Oh god.
Are you a gerbil? I don't think you're a person, you're a gerbil. I feel like if I were to bite into a raw potato, I would break my teeth. I would break my little sensitive teethies.
Well, don't bite into a frozen raw potato.
I wouldn't bite into a frozen raw potato. I just have sensitive teethies. Oh, pardon me. I fear I may be coming down with a little case of the sniffles.
Little case of the capers.
A little case of the capers.
I know, he's got a case of the capers.
He's got a case of the capers. Oh no. Guys, I think you're making poor Bones crash out in the chat. Don't make Bones crash out. Alright. We still have time for maybe another couple doodles. Anybody else want to throw anything at me? A cactus girl. Watermelon crap, stop talking. Okay. I'm putting my foot down. No more food. I'm hungry. You can't do this to me.
You
I'll
should
die.
draw director Journey biting on a raw potato.
Why do I feel... I'm thinking about the artist guy from the Iron Giant. The part where he yells "It's art" instead of "It's art." The
It's
potato.
art!
It's cinema. The fucking potato in the hands. Squatting in your snuggie. No.
Like, squatting in a dark corner, munching on a raw potato like the cryptid she is.
She is a cryptid. No, I did see Bones suggest a Melba from Animal Crossing. That's a super easy one, and I know what Melba looks like, so I can just doodle that real quick. That's not a challenge. She got a little hair wispies. No rosy cheeks.
The Nutmeg Man.
The Nutmeg Man?
I feel like you can make any sort of creepypasta or cryptid just by saying like one like a noun followed by man or something.
Not even. Remember they made a movie called The Bye Bye Man?
You know? Pee Pee Poo Poo Man.
Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. Wait, are you
I'm the
saying
Nutmeg Man?
he's the Nutmeg Man? How is he the Nutmeg Man?
Why am I not... what have I done recently to become the Nutmeg Man?
There you go, Bones. I think I drew Melba well enough from memory. I think I remembered her correctly enough.
Eggnog. Okay.
Wait, the Nutmeg Man is coming from the eggnog conversation? What the flip?
Why, like, break into people's houses and start sprinkling nutmeg on their food? What?
It was the caps. Too many caps. The bot told you to stop. I thought I changed the settings to allow more caps. I know I changed it to allow more emojis. I'll have to double check. What was that?
McMahon.
Stop it. You're not.
Sprinkles nutmeg where he can.
Stop it. Oh. No. Keep going. This will be a clip. Chat, clip that. Clip that, chat. Wait, I still don't have clip that. No. Listen, if you guys keep liking and sharing and keep watching, I'll be able to get that clip that feature. Yeah, then you guys can make all the clips you want. It's up to you. You must help me grow my audience by liking and sharing, spreading the word. I mean, I thought I didn't have the ability to clip things until I hit affiliate.
No, you can.
Well then, clip away, my creatures. My little monsters. I'm trying to think of how to draw this cactus girl. And all I'm thinking is of that one skin from Fortnite. The brain rot's kind of real. Don't laugh at me. If you guys want to make clips, then you go ahead and make clips. I'm not gonna stop you. Just know all of this chaos will be exploited for my own amusement. I don't know why, but I feel like this cactus lady is gonna be in a flower pot. And I feel like that'll help me more. I kind of want to stick with the theme of making her hair be like part of the branches. I feel like she needs pointed ears because cactuses are pointy. Like we were talking about earlier, the half-assing the hands before going back in later and drawing the real hands. That's how I do mine. I just do little stubs and triangles. Stubs and triangles is how you draw hands to start. Oh, you know what? To keep it more on the feminine side, we could do a cactus flower on this side of her head. Kind of make the petals her hair, more of her hair. You know what? I was thinking that it does sound a little similar. But I am afraid of playing, actual music. So I use copyright free noises and music. So if I had to give this lady some sort of like preliminary colorings, I want her to have like a light green skin at the base. into more of like a deeper cactus green for the actual stems and parts of her skin. Maybe her fingertips too. Maybe some of that darker green goes up further into her body and down her arms. We getting into full character concepts territory here now, gang. Yeah, exactly. We don't want Big Brother to get angry. Even though I wouldn't be playing it to make a profit. My inner degenerate is starting to show. I started doing the boob highlights. It's okay, I think everybody that's here right now knows that I'm an absolute heathen. Yes, art night. I'm very glad everybody wants to doodle too. I might have to keep cooking on the concept of this cactus girl. I really like her. I'm really digging the this part here, the plant head. It's not something I've done with a character in a hot minute, and it's scratching an itch that I didn't know I had for character design mood right now. glad you're liking the way it turns out, too. Actually, I just realized, no, it would be kinda sick. Since everything about her is pointy, we give her really long, pointy eyelashes to kind of accentuate that sort of bit of her design. Make her feel more pointy in every aspect. Just to kind of pull the cactus theming home a little bit more, because while they are beautiful, they are pointy, and we want her to look both beautiful and pointy. Round out the face a little bit more. We'll even give her nose a bit of a point. Again, just to kind of accentuate that pointiness aspect of the cactus. Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking that too. The sharper brows. Something that comes to a fine point at the end. You can't really see that one, mostly because it's covered by the floral headpiece, but something like that, maybe. I love it when doodles turn into me deciding to accidentally render the whole thing, because why not? Don't y'all just hate when that happens? I want her chin to come to more of a point, but her cheeks can definitely be a bit rounder. To kind of emphasize like how the top of the cacti round off. Give it a good mix of both. Alright. Make all those lines disappear. Make it look much cleaner. I went quiet, kind of locked in on this doodle idea. Ended up liking it way more than I thought I would, because I didn't think I would enjoy the idea. But she cute. She's a very nice character concept that I will probably work on a bit more. What do the rest of my little monsters out there think? My little crayon box of monsters in the chat. Do we like her?
She's very cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good. I'm glad everybody likes her. We're going to actually be leaving on that note with her. And this cute little doodle that we did. Because I've gone for about my 4 hours though. So it is coming up on that time. So first off, we're gonna do as we normally do TikTok. You're going bye-bye first. It's been nice. Had fun. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Now for my delightful little Twitch chat. We're gonna do what we like to do. We're gonna raid somebody, okay? Okay. You guys stick around for the raid first. Let's see, who do we want to raid? Let's find... Gotta find maybe an art user. Anybody got any suggestions on who we raid? Let's see.
Layers of chocolate and pepper.
I'm gonna cut the music here too. I think I found one of my fellow PNG tubers. Slash raid. I'm gonna be sending you all to Pixel Latte. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Say that it's a Prismatic Monster raid. Because, you know, we gotta support our fellow PNG tubers. And, you know, hopefully get some more buddies ourselves. I appreciate you all for coming and hanging out. And I hope you have